Oh, you're not live?
No, I'm live.
Oh, all right. Tell us how our audio is in the comments. This is new. This is new.
This is the first ever live stream from where me and Russ are in the same place. So please let us know before we start this podcast. Let us know how the audio sounds. My guy Babu, let me know how the audio sounds. You're in here early.
I could also put in my headphones and listen in and see how it sounds myself.
Oh, you said someone straight.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Oh, it's so clear. Oh yeah. You said audio
So fresh.
Audio's good.
Hey.
Okay. You need to follow me back on X, fam. Do I though? Do I? All right, hold on. Let me change this to Duke standards real quick, because I cannot see none of this.
Who's muffled? I'm not muffled.
Who's muffled? Let me know if it's me muffled.
What if I put the mic real close and I? Oh baby. Who is the man? Shaft. Can you dig it?
I'll look into it, Mike. I'll look into it. All right. So, I'm muffled.
Zion
I'm
was.
muffled.
But it might have been. You might have just been pointing the mic away from you.
Yeah. All right. Let me know. We're gonna do one last mic check. Y'all good? Let me know. Audio's great. Nah, they trolling. It's good. Yeah.
All right. Let's get moving.
Let's get it started.
The three of you guys, man, thank you for what you guys do, and appreciate you guys having me on.
We were trying not to score and everything. We got about 33s or something.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of felt that. We kind of feed off that energy.
This place is amazing. Like I really love Duke, and I love the atmosphere I'm in here.
Mark Williams, beast mode. Paolo first half, he had the cramping stuff. Fair enough. Beast mode.
What's good, everybody? You don't get the confetti.
Wait, I'm slumping over so I seem shorter than you. Hold on, now that's better. That's better.
Don't be fooled by this.
That's better.
Don't be fooled by those. I'm just laid down right here. Don't be fooled. There's no height difference.
I'm slouching really hard right now. I'm slouching so hard right now.
No, do not even believe this.
He's on a booster. He's sitting on a phone book.
Okay. Don't believe this image right here. We're gonna make that clear. Everyone in the audio is so confused. I'll explain it. Welcome to the Crazie Cast. Welcome back. We are live from NYC, out Stout NYC.
Shout out to Stout NYC. They've been great.
Shout out to Stout NYC. They actually let us come upstairs and shoot this podcast.
Yes.
So shout out to them. Actually, I think they are a Duke bar now. Good plug for them. Shout out to them. But yeah, I'm here with my guy Russ. This is my first time ever seeing Russ in person. He came to New York.
Likewise.
So we had to make this happen.
Wouldn't that be weird if I've been like, I've seen you in person a dozen times? That'd be weird. No, this has been great. Yeah. And a lot of people, shout out to everybody who came out. A bunch of people came out.
Shout out to everyone who came out.
It was really cool. A lot of them left.
Yeah.
But it was really good.
We couldn't we'll do a better job next time of planning to do something like this.
Yeah.
But, it was our first little test run. We had a lot of people come out.
Yeah, I was only able to figure it out last minute, so this was nice.
Yeah,
I'm glad that Zion was able to come down from Queens for once, and make it happen. And again, everybody who rolled through, much appreciation to everybody. Everybody was super cool. Great conversations today.
Hey, shout out to Duke 5021. I forgot your first. I think your name is Mike. He actually blessed us with a gift today for the get together. So hopefully, we'll have more of these. And
why'd I pay for this then?
We'll have more of these. I'll pay for the chicken fingers. We have more of these and bring y'all out. Whether it's in North Carolina, LA, New York. So yeah. Is my audio still good? Let me know. I think it's good because there's only one that said it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we were watching this game today.
Woo. A win is a win. Just win, baby.
A win is a win. But how many times are we going to keep on saying a win is a win?
Yeah.
Because, I think we kind of predicted before the game Duke was going to get off to a slow start because that's the nature of this team right now.
We'll put this comment up.
Which comment is that?
From Chris. Oh, yeah, my bad. You got it down there. Yeah. I mean, Chris, I got to say this. If it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck, it's probably a duck. It's probably just, like, not great defense. I mean, like, that's what it boils down to. It's not like, they make some contested shots, but, like, everybody makes contested shots every game. But, like, if every team is scoring above 1.1 points per possession against us, at some point it's not luck. At some point it's a problem, you know?
Yeah. No, I would not go to the point of calling us frauds. We're not frauds.
No, a win's a win.
Yeah, a win's a win, and you can't take for granted, for one. We will not take for granted that this team is 15-1, and they should be 16-0, with the biggest collapse we've seen since probably the Final Four happened with a 17-point blown lead to Texas Tech. But you can't take advantage, take for granted, what this team has done. But it's a little shaky. Things we've seen that have been good in the earlier season, like the defense, has deteriorated, has looked ugly at points. Shire has definitely chewed out this team, and we haven't seen, the progress from that. So, I guess just to jump into the game, what are your early thoughts on the game?
I mean, not a great game. It was a good game in the sense that we won. But and it was a good game in the sense of offense, I thought. I thought our offense was generally good today. I don't have the stats in front of me. That's like season stats. Oh, I see up here. Yeah, I mean, obviously another huge game from Slim. Cam did what Cam does. I mean, he had 4 turnovers in the first, 4 minutes, I feel like. So the fact that was all he had is pretty promising. Pretty good Caden game on offense. Obviously, Pat really responded to the benching, I thought, quite well. And then some pretty good production. I thought Nick had some really nice runs. I'm surprised that Dame didn't play more, given how incredibly effective he was when he was out there. But I'm pretty pleased with how Dame progresses. Look, there's a lot of stuff to be happy about, except the defense. The defense is bad right now. Coming into this game, since Lipscomb, per Torvik, we were sub 100th in the country. That means since, what was that, December 6th or whatever? It was somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Since then, we are not one of the top 100 defenses in the country.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's a recipe for disaster if it continues. And when people go, well, why are these games so close? People get bent out of shape, I find, online about random turnovers, and they go oh, the offense is a problem or the shooting is a problem. I don't have our points per possession up in front of us, but we were fine offensively today. The problem is the offense or the defense, because the defense we also allowed, again, I'm going to have to just guess, but it's 1.1 points per possession, something like that. Somebody can look it up for me. But very, very suboptimal. Do you have the stat broadcast? Maybe
This is the stat.
is it?
Yeah.
Let's go Duke. Is it not?
Oh,
Oh, it's something.
This is what they use.
Oh, I see. I want to pull it up because I saw it myself somewhere. But yeah, bad stuff basically on defense. Certain players are getting cooked, and unfortunately, it's not a short list. Dame is putting up ACC Defensive Player of the Year level production on defense. He's being incredible. Malik had some really nice plays. He had some plays that I'm sure he'd like to take back. I think Pat has generally been effective in that drop coverage. He was getting pushed around a little bit inside, but generally I thought he was quite good. But we've got some issues to work out on the defensive end very, very clearly.
I think I'll start with the positives. I think Pat Ngangba getting the ball in the post was the happiest thing I've seen today. That made me genuinely happy because that's something I've been preaching since Tennessee.
We were talking about it here right before it happened. We were like, when are we going to see some
shout out to
post-ups?
Daniel who was with us today. He called that out as well.
And then it literally happened the next play. It was great.
I think he's a very gifted scorer in the post. We could use that, and we flashed that today. So that's a positive. Isaiah being a consistent scorer right now. I mean, right now ACC plays averaging well over 20 points per game, and that's supposed to be the Robin for us, and he's been a Robin in ACC play.
Yeah, so I have the points per possession. Duke points per possession 1.26 today on offense. That's great. Allowed 1.12. That's not great. That's real bad, in fact, especially against a team that didn't have its best player.
Yeah. So the defensive woes. I mean, at this point, I don't know what
I don't know what they do.
I don't know what to do.
It might be a personnel issue. I mean, a lot of people say it's an effort issue, or the fact that they keep getting wide open threes at the beginning of the game suggests that there's like some scheme stuff that they have to figure out for the beginnings of those games. But I think it's more than effort and scheme. I mean, it's like guys are finding their spots like consistently, other teams, and not just freak athlete other players. I mean, like very normal college basketball players like Toombs today are just like constantly finding their spot. And he had a great game. I'm not taking anything away from him, but like he's not like an NBA guy. He's not like some stud, but like, he's scoring 6 points a game on the season or something. It's probably more now after today, but like, we've got to find a way to get around some of these problems. I mean, like, and again, you look at where he was starting. Was he ostensibly their starting four today, basically? I mean,
and Toombs usually was their backups. I'm pretty sure he's their backup 5-man.
Yeah, but then he had to play because Boopy was out.
Yeah. So like,
the man cooked today. It was and it was very, very bad on our side of things.
And it's like I think we had very even defensively we forced 20. Let me go back to the stats real quick.
Oh yeah, hit it.
We forced what? 21? Is that 21 turnovers? I can't do a math that quick.
It's more than I thought it was more.
Oh, it's 21.
Oh, 21.
I mean, we forced 21 turnovers. You can't defensively. We did have some bright moments today. Dame had a lot of bright moments in that first half.
Dame was incredible.
Second half, I didn't know where he was, but
he was on the bench.
Yeah. But 21 turnovers is 21 turnovers. Like, you can't take it away. The defense did good in that part, but when it came to actually, stopping their opponent from scoring, there's been a lot of struggle there. From this game, the first half of Louisville, since Lipscomb really, it seems like they've just been figured out. I know Cam Boozer, I've said it vocally, he struggles defensively. We just have to be real. Cam is the best offensive player in the game right now.
In the country, yeah, for sure.
But defensively, teams are going out of him, and they are purposely going out of him.
How much of that do you think some of that is just who Cam is, or do you think it's also because he has to shoulder such an an oversized load on the offensive end?
See, our friend Monty actually tweeted at me that same thing. He said he said he was gassed last game when Cam was getting cooked.
Sometimes he seems to be huffing and puffing a bit.
Sometimes, but when he told me that, it was like 7 minutes into the game. There's no excuse. But someone actually, because I talked to a pro the other day, we're in a group chat, and he says he believes Cam's defensive struggles aren't an effort thing, or they're not an effort thing. In high school, Cam is used to playing the 5 for the most part, or playing big. And as a big,
you can swing that at the 5 in high school.
As a big in high school, you're not really expected to guard on perimeter consistently. So this just might be new for him, and that's why it's exposing something that he's maybe not as good at doing, because he never had to really do it on the high school level. So maybe that plays into it, but for Duke, that is an issue we have to cover at some point, because there are players. There are there are players better than the players we played so far that can
Miles
go at Cam.
Miles better.
That can go at Cam consistently, and that's a type of issue that can lose you a game in March. So
Wait, I want to bring this one up. This is the opposite of what we're saying, by the way. The team is objectively quite good. It's just, are they title good if they're not defending better? Right. But they are objectively a very, very good team. And I do think that, like, this was part of the problem today, frankly. I mean, Caleb had a bad game just across the board, kind of.
Did they say Caleb was hurt? I really wasn't on Twitter today.
I mean, I hope so, but I don't. I don't hope he's hurt. But, like, you know, if he was like under the weather, then we'd go like, oh, okay, some of that makes sense. But, like, you know, did Duke benefit from SMU being down special player? I mean, I think against Kansas we definitely benefited. Against SMU, I mean, it would have been another guy, but frankly, the guy who was their best player today would have been coming off the bench. He would have been riding pine. So I'm not sure today. Maybe a little. I think we still probably win, but it's alarming. The defense, in particular, the defense is alarming given that Boopy did not play. Team has a better record than last year. Yeah, but it's also we've played a harder schedule than last year. We're also, if you keep playing close games and playing with fire, you will get burned. You will get burned at some point, maybe next week, right? Like, you can't keep playing with fire. Like, that's going to be a big time problem ultimately. A lot of people just saying what's up with him. I'm fine. I gotta pace myself, guys. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not pacing myself. Oh, some people mentioned the calf injury for Caleb, maybe?
So is there a calf injury? I don't know.
Then he shouldn't be in.
But, I mean, I think you can't say he shouldn't be in when you have moments like Nick when he's bringing up the ball.
Well, then you put Caden in, because our best runs today were with Caleb on the bench. And you can look that up. That is true.
I mean, I'm sure it is
true.
He
was negative. He was -9 at that. At a point when we were up 9, he was -9 and plus-minus, and that's hard to do.
He was also in for the first start when they.
That's true.
15 to
that's
5,
true.
Whatever it was.
Wait, I'm going to look up what the plus. Yeah, so he ended the game -7 in a game where we won by 7. And Malik was -2. Yeah, I mean, part of that is the opening run, but I mean, I do think it speaks to, look, man, he was 0 for 5 shooting, 1 assist, 1 turnover. I mean, like,
it was bad.
There's no getting around it. It was a bad game, and it was kind of bad on both ends. That's kind of my point of, like, you know, I found it very interesting that Caleb was in the game. I know he's our senior leader or junior leader. He's our most experienced guy. But down the stretch, if he is hurt enough to the point where we're going, he's hurt, and that's why he played this way, then why is he playing and not Dame when Dame was incredibly productive in his minutes today?
It was interesting that Dame only got 18 minutes tonight. I mean, I have to look back at the tape because, truthfully, when we were watching on that big screen, I was confusing Dame
it's hard.
and Caleb.
Yeah.
You know, but I did see a lot of good moments that made me think of why didn't Dame play like 25 minutes today. Nick played well for the most part. His passing. Nick had great passing today.
He had 2 bad turnovers that made people lose their minds, I feel like, on Twitter. But, like, generally, he played a very good game today and was very productive.
Yeah, he had very good passing. But
yeah, people got to chill on, like, when guys turn over. I feel like when we turn the ball over is immediately when people go, our offense stinks. But, like, no, our offense is actually quite productive. We scored over 1.25 points per possession today. I mean, that's objectively very good offense.
Yeah. And I mean, for the most part, you know, we got a lot of contribution for different people too.
We did. Four players, double digits.
What
you know,
did Cam have tonight?
18, 6, and 4. I mean, that's still a really good line.
Still a really good line, and you know, I think
Slim. We got to give it up to Slim, who I know I saw somebody in the comments say, like, low key ACC Player of the Year futures, Slim. I would not go that far. Let's be clear. But ACC first team, Slim.
ACC
that I am fully on board with.
ACC first team.
Yes.
I see right now. You can't argue against.
And
it.
if Dame plays more, ACC Defensive Player of the Year, Dame Sarr, I'm exceptionally on board for.
Let's get to all ACC defense first before we say Defensive Player of the Year.
Who's better
in the conference?
Yeah, on defense.
Right now,
off the break.
That's hard because I'm not thinking right now.
There are a few players who voters will look at the defense that they do.
I think one of them is on our rival team.
You think Faisar?
I think Caleb will get some looks for Defensive Player of the Year.
He also fell low. He got Randolph Childress the other game. I thought you were going to say Faisar because I think he's been very good on that.
I was thinking Faisar too, but I think Caleb, because sometimes Carolina uses Caleb as the primary on-ball defender.
Yeah,
and that's kind of
their
ridiculous.
Interior defense is very good. It's just that their perimeter defense is quite bad. But their interior guys are very good.
Yeah, but I know another topic people probably want to talk about because it was talked about at our table here. Darren Harris,
not playing.
7 minutes today. I don't believe he played much last game, did he?
No.
I don't recall.
No, he's not playing much at all.
And I think it's clear that's because of Shire trusting him defensively.
Shire trusts Nick more than Darren, for sure. I mean, that's clear. And I know that people were upset last game because Nick had a bad game, that Nick was getting minutes before Darren in a big way. But, I mean, I think a game like today was sort of proof positive of he can be productive in games against. I mean, SMU, as much as I like to trash them a little bit, they're probably a tournament team.
Oh, okay.
They're probably a tournament team.
Russ was telling me last week
I don't think they're the
worst team.
No. I don't like the coach. I don't like their coach. I don't like their coach. And I think they're not as good. They're not top 25 good. I definitely don't think they're top 25 good. They just had that one game against UNC where they really went off. I think, but they're like a bubble team. I think they're a team that probably, I mean, I think they're on the right side of it. Yeah. If I saw them in the 8-9 game, I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe even 7-10 if all goes well. But so for Nick to be productive in a game like that, I think is a great sign for a freshman who's had some struggles. I mean, we need more production from either him or Darren going forward. And very clearly right now, based on minutes, the staff is saying it's Nick.
Well, I think we're January 10th. I think we kind of have a clear picture now of who is the odd man out. I see Monty said Darren replaced CFOS, and that's all I need to see. CFOS is not going anywhere. This was a bad game, but last game showed, you're gonna need that guy to win big games. Darren, it feels like because his shot isn't falling, the chances for him to play are getting slimmer and slimmer every game. And, I think even in some games we've seen him defensively, he's fouled a lot. So those moments stack up against each other.
Look, I sympathize, right? Because it's hard when you don't play.
Right.
So when he's out there, he's trying to make things happen. And when you try to make things happen, sometimes you are going for the turnover, right? And I think we've seen him dive for loose balls, and sometimes it comes up beautifully when he does that. Yeah. And then sometimes he misses and he gets caught a little out of position, right? And unfortunately, when you're battling for that eighth man in the rotation spot, if the coach doesn't like if you get out of position or whatever they talk about, we're not privy to the practices and whatever. Right. But if they went in talking about something and the coach doesn't see what they talked about, then that's that, right? Then that's that. So I still am a long-term believer in Darren Harris, but he's not playing right now, and I don't see that going forward unless something changes in the production that he gives while he's out there.
And I will say, because Dame has come on strong of late, that has also hurt them in a way. Because that takes another... But
it helps the team substantially because we need the athleticism of Dame badly. If it were up to me, and look, I'm not paid enough to make these sorts of decisions, I would be playing Dame as much as I could given that he is incredibly important to the ceiling come March, come knock on wood, April.
Yeah.
He is the sort of guy that you really, really, really need. If he's only playing 15 minutes a game, then our team is not exceptionally athletic.
Yeah.
And Dame has that sort of freak athleticism that I think would be, he's the Justice Winslow type of guy on this team, right? Like that's the role that he theoretically should be playing.
Not offensively, but defensively, yeah.
But I mean, Dame's, what are his 3-point numbers on the year? I mean, Justice was not a great shooter either, but he shot 40% from three. I mean, Dame might be close to that on the season.
But Justice mixed that in with getting to the rim.
Oh, Dame's at 35%. Is
That's
that included today?
That's before this game.
Oh, okay. So what, 20 for 54? I mean, like 36, 37. Yeah, he got to the rim better. Look, Justice is a more polished NBA prospect than Dame is for sure. But that's the sort of role he should fill on this team, in theory.
So, 2 questions or 2 topics here.
Yeah, and then I have limited time here, guys.
The best version of this team
definitely has Dame starting 100%. I have no question about that at all.
So follow up to that is what's the starting lineup? Because we're seeing a different starting lineup at this point every 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I think you go Foster, Evans, Dame, Cam, Pat. Probably. I'm sure that today, because there were some floor space options, that maybe that's why they wanted to, or maybe they wanted to send a message for Pat after last game didn't go his way. I don't know. Again, not privy to practices, but matchup dependent. I understand Malik. Pat has the higher upside, and so I like, as our guys going forward, Foster, Evans, Dame, Cam, Pat, with very obviously Caden and Malik being guys 6 and 7.
So you still have Caden come off the bench. Because Caden today was really good offensively.
Caden was better than Caleb today for sure. I think that Caleb, between the experience and between the fact that he seemed to have a knack for big plays, generally speaking, and I would guess, without looking at the numbers, that he's probably a slightly better defender, even though he's had some issues himself. I'd guess he's generally a better defender. And certainly he has the trust of the staff, as we saw today, where even on a bad game, they still put him out there for those closing lineups when the game was close. So that's where I would go until it shifts radically the other direction, personally. But Caden is obviously coming along, at least offensively. He's definitely coming along.
Today was a good bounce back game after last game being kind of non-existent at points.
Yeah,
I think Pat is definitely in that lineup. I was a little thrown off with Pat starting today. I'm not gonna lie. Coming off the bench today.
That was wild.
I feel like Malik is fine in coming off the bench, and if Pat is struggling, fill the gap role. Maybe Shire did it to wake him up, and it worked. He has 17 tonight. But I don't see Pat coming out the starting lineup for the rest of the year. The guard position, I don't know what's gonna happen.
I think if we face a 5-out team, I could see an argument for playing Malik more. Whether that means we adjust the starting lineup remains to be seen. But you could see him playing more minutes.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of having Caden Caleb and having Pat Malik. Is any given game, the starting lineup doesn't really matter. You can just ride whatever's better. But Slim, Dame, Cam, I think are 3 that have to be getting heavy minutes every game to match this to meet the ceiling of this team.
Yeah. So what is the ceiling of this team? Because that was a question.
I mean, there's that depends on so many things. What does Mr. Stack? I think about the high shooting numbers from opponents consistently. I think it means we have a bad defense right now. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I think we have a bad defense. We have a defense with high ceiling, as we saw in the second half of the Louisville game. Like, very clearly, when they lock in and when Dame is out there, the defense can be quite strong. But yeah, I mean, from Lipscomb to today, we've played maybe 2 good halves of defense, max.
Yeah.
So I mean, at a certain point, the numbers are what they are.
And even the second half against Louisville, that was a dominant defensive performance, but kind of something Shire really doesn't typically do in terms of sticking one player on another player for an entire half and just saying, guard this person. And we're not switching. So I don't want to say it was drastic measures. It was a great adjustment, but, a little bit out of our identity. So, we'll see. We'll see. The only thing they can do is keep stacking wins at this point. That's
the most important thing, is you just can't lose. And next week is going to be very, very hard.
Wednesday is a tricky game.
Yeah.
11 p.m. start for a team that plays on the East Coast.
And Cal is a bubble team that needs a marquee win like this to really solidify their chances of being in the tournament.
Yeah.
Again, 11 p.m. Eastern. If Duke loafs around on defense, ultimately, I don't care when it happens. It will bite Duke in the ass if they keep loafing around and getting off to 10-point deficits right at the beginning of the game.
Right.
They will lose a game because of it, for sure, unless they stop doing it. And I'm sure that John and the staff, they're telling the players this as well. Like, this is not me slandering the team. Everybody knows if you get down to a 10-point deficit every game, you will lose games eventually by doing that. There's no question at all. We saw this in 2019, frankly. 2019 horsed around a lot. And then the tournament, they were sweating it out against teams they had no business to sweat it out against. And I definitely
was also poorly constructed team, but
sure. But I fear that horsing around might yield certain results in March unless things are fixed.
I agree.
I think the staff would agree, and I think the players would agree. Can this team make the Final Four? Sure, of course, they can.
I don't know what
they can. They could lose
they
could lose in the second round.
Yeah,
but they could win it all. But they could also lose in the second round.
Yeah,
right. So like you have to play good defense. First half Louisville game defense, lose in the second round. Second half Louisville game defense, make a Final Four. Right. That's a huge difference.
Yeah.
But it's true. That's the way it is.
And I was saying it earlier. I don't remember the time we've had a National Player of the Year that, we're not in a conversation to make a Final Four or we don't make a deep run, at least the Elite Eight.
It's at least the conversation.
Yeah. So I think, just off that alone, believe. But, will they? We don't know. They have to. We didn't know last year they were going to make the Final Four, and they did. So, we'll see. It's a matchup-based thing, but they're capable.
There isn't a clear set 5, says Shire post game. Yeah, but duh. He keeps changing it, so sure. I mean, that makes sense.
I will say, if we do get through this California week, unblemished, the fact that we're still finding our identity and still winning, there's upside to that.
Yeah.
January is typically a month for
They're
Duke.
figuring it out.
Yeah, January is typically a month for Duke where Duke gets slapped in the face and has like a reality check.
And we're getting slapped and we're winning. Which helps. Yeah. I mean, that does help for sure.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, Duke needs to start winning the game. Like we're 1-6 in the last 7 at covering the spread. Yeah. That's ugly. Yeah. That's ugly. That's bad. And I know that's maybe a little skewed by our start, but is also still bad objectively. Yeah. So Duke has to figure that out.
Yeah.
And the ACC is better than it's been since 2019. So I mean, Duke will lose multiple games in ACC play. It's just a matter of who we lose to and when they are. Hopefully they're understandable losses and not this is stupid, this is a team that's barely a tournament team type losses. Yeah. That's what we're looking to avoid for sure.
Yo, shout out to Monty, bro. That is crazy. I don't even know how he knows it's my birthday. But that's
on Wednesday?
Crazy. On Monday.
Monday.
But that is Monty. We appreciate you, brother. We appreciate
Everybody say happy 40th. To Zion.
Do not
happy
say
40th.
Yo, Russ did not believe today. Russ found out today that I was still in my 20s.
Allegedly. Well, also for a couple days. barely.
Yo, because they're going to start hitting me with the comments. And I don't need that, bro. I'm still young.
If you've been listening up to this point, tweet hashtag Zion Unk.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Tweet hashtag Zion AARP.
Chill,
hashtag Zion liquid hot magma knees, Tweet hashtag Zion new hip. Hashtag Zion titanium hip.
Who said this team was like 2015? You said that?
I mean, I will say that in the sense that our best player is not a great defender and we are a very young team, we are getting really tried in January, which that team definitely was. I think you could make some comparisons. People forget that Tyus was not very good in January.
He wasn't.
In ACC play.
People wanted to bench Tyus at one point.
So there are some comparison points there as long as this team figures it out by February. If they don't, then that comparison goes out the window.
Yeah.
right? And then also this team very clearly does not have I don't think it has 3 top 20. Where was Tyus picked? I don't remember.
He was
24?
like 24, 25.
I mean, maybe we could get to 3 top 24 picks if we win the title. I think we probably would. So maybe it's comparable in that direction as well. I don't think we have.
We don't have 2 top 10 picks.
We don't have 2 top 10 picks. That's definitely true. Yeah.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
He said Zion's younger than me. Yeah,
Zion,
man.
Zion's shouting out Vic Bubas.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Zion was watching those Bill Foster teams. You know,
I'm a '90s baby.
Zion was shouting. Zion was chanting Gene Banks. Gene Banks. Was watching G-Man.
Oh.
Kenny Denard. Shout out to Crash. Where's Crash at?
Oh man. They said I'm looking at the Kaden and Titus comparison.
Zunk. Someone said Zunk, dude. That's good. Oh, that's good. That's good, dude. Hashtag Zunk.
All right. Stop it.
Yes, dude. Yes.
I'm looking at Kaden. I don't think Kaden and Tyus are similar players.
No. Tyus is better.
Yeah, I don't think they're similar players at all.
But Caden can continue to come along and prove to be very valuable in close games the way that Tyus was. I mean, I do think that's probably true.
Yeah.
And Tyus was never like the best defender, and Caden's not a great defender right now. So I mean, maybe in that sense, I don't know. You know, I was checking out Dick Grote, Art Heyman. I was giving some Art Heyman love.
Mike Jaminsky.
Yeah, G-Man. Shout out G-Man. He was nice. I met him at K Academy. Ding, dropped it.
Yo, oh my goodness!
I almost wore my K Academy shirt just to troll today.
Russ was talking about K Academy today.
No. Somebody else brought it up.
And then Russ was also talking about how he's a hooper. So many times Russ referenced tonight that he's a hooper. Russ is not a hooper.
I get buckets.
You don't get any buckets.
I get buckets.
You don't get any buckets, brother.
You're just mad because your bucket's got a rusty hole at the bottom.
Oh, yo, that sounds crazy.
Only you would think that. Oh, come on. That says more about you than about me.
Oh, man. But, yeah, Russ is lucky it's not summer because we definitely would have gone to the hoops and recorded it. But, yeah, so we let you get out of here. You got any final thoughts on today?
Hey, today was great. Again, shout out to everybody who came out. Shout out to Stout NYC being super, super nice to us. This is an unpaid sponsorship, but because they were so nice, they get the shout out.
They get the shout out.
This is a great place to watch if you're a Duke fan. Definitely come through. And shout out to you, man. Thanks for rolling through. Thanks for making a guy feel at home here.
For sure,
you know, you escaped getting burned on the court, but that's okay. That's okay. And and people pointed out that the hat seems like a bit of shade. Shade.
My hat.
The upside down LA.
Oh.
Little shade to the best coast. Little shade.
That's actually a good point. That was good.
Little shade.
Call that out. That was good.
Somebody I forget who pointed that out, but shout out whoever said that was on the money. I flagged it. I took a note. But that's all right. I go back.
Today,
I go back tomorrow to the best coast, to the blessed coast.
Won't be going to Cal or Stanford though.
I won't be going. Yeah, I've got a wedding next weekend. I really wanted to go to the Berkeley game. It's just not happening, unfortunately.
So,
but in the future, I'm definitely going to do that. So
your final prediction is we lose one of those games. Say it out loud for everybody to.
No, I'm not gonna say it out loud. What I think is. What I know for a fact is if this team keeps horsing around, they're going to lose very, very soon. So I'm very hopeful that on Wednesday and on Saturday, they've woken up. And if they wake up, they will win both of those games.
Okay.
And if they get down to a 10-0 deficit, they will lose one of those games. So it's up to them. I think it's up to them. They have the capacity to win both of those games.
Shout out my guy Taylor. Taylor came through today. Shout out you, my guy.
Dude, it's going to be the worst if I get out on the court. I'm going to blow an Achilles in front of everybody like on a live stream. It's going to be the worst. I told them today I'm not a one-on-one guy. That's true. Zion might cook me one-on-one. But what I am is a tremendous winning team player. That I am. That I 100% am. Like if it's 3-on-3 and you've got me out there, nobody's beating us. Nobody's beating us.
Jack Scott is a winning player too, I'll say.
Yeah.
So you're Jack Scott of That's a comment.
Yeah, I'm a spin hub. Harvard Westlake's finest. Shout out.
That's too nice for you. That's too nice.
No. Well, he's got better handles than me for sure.
This is a good question before we got out of here. Because Michigan did lose today. Does today's Michigan loss give us confidence for the game on the 21st?
It doesn't change at all what I think. I think if Cam Boozer is making threes, then we win that game. And if Cam Boozer is missing threes, then we lose that game. That's what I think. Because if he's making threes and the big men have to get away from the rim, then that opens up everything, and then Duke can do a lot of cool stuff offensively. But if they don't respect it because Cam's not making it, then Duke's going to have a hard time. So it's all up to that at the end of the day. I still feel like we have as good a chance as anybody in the country.
Yeah.
And frankly, because they pulled the team away today, right? Their big men were hitting threes today. So that's the model. Duke has that in their bag. It's just a matter of do they do it that day? And that remains to be seen.
Yeah, I think it's just very dependent on the team we see.
Yeah. Thanks everybody.
Yeah.
I gotta bounce, or I'm gonna get roasted by my family so
don't
bad
get
right
roasted.
now. They
Don't
might be
roast.
watching right now and thinking he hadn't left yet. I might get
All right.
cooked.
All right, we're going to wrap this up. All right, appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Much love, everybody.
We will be back at some point this week. Not for the 11 p.m. game at all. But, maybe Saturday against Stanford.
Go to hell, Carolina.
Yeah, go to hell, Carolina. We'll do this again. We'll do a meetup of some sort. New York, North Carolina, LA, maybe. We'll see. Let's do it. Let's make this a community.
Get Zion to the best coach.
I will be there. I'll be in LA a couple weeks. So, maybe we'll do something if there's a big game. But we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Sorry for the short episode. We'll be back